Hi, my name is Pam Krambeck, and I am an Instructional Technology Facilitator at ESU3, and I'll be giving you some ideas today on how to incorporate 21st century skills into the teaching of reading vocabulary, specifically some ideas that are related to Marzano's 6-step process for vocabulary development. I'm glad you're here.
Some resources that are available on the Fort Calhoun Project wiki space that you can use for your word walls, your centers, and for working with prefixes. So with that, I'm going to navigate out to the Fort Calhoun Project wiki space. So you can see I've arrived at that particular location, and the handout that we gave you has these web links on them. I'm going to scroll down about halfway down to find the page called Primary Focus. You can see it over on the left in the orange area. It's got a new button next to it, so I'm going to click on Primary Focus. And this is going to take you to a site that has all the resources that we've shown you today. You can see the Storybook Online is here at the top, along with the Text Talk link that Janet shared earlier. And what I want to do is show you how you can make some posters for your word walls to give your students a visual picture of the words that you have there. So I'm going to click on Poster Maker, and this takes me to a free website called Big Huge Labs, and I'm going to scroll down just a bit, and where it says choose photo to upload, I'm going to go ahead and browse out and find a picture that I can use for a prefix. So I'm going to use this crying baby picture that you'll see here in a few minutes for my poster. What was confusing to me the first time I used that is that I browsed and chose my picture and it did not show up in the area to the right. You're not going to see any changes in that area until we get all done. So I'm going to leave this in the center. I'm going to leave the orientation for landscape. I'm not going to mess with the border, although you can if you'd like. And you can also change your title color and your text color and change the background. To do that, you simply click on the white color, and we'll just choose it to orange for Fort Calhoun and have the title in that particular color. And we're going to use the prefix un for this one. And for the area below that, the un is what's going to show up in this large area here. And then I'm going to say what un means. Un, maybe we'll get it. Un means not. Maybe we'll make that in all capital letters. Let's make un in all capital letters means not. In the sample picture above, the baby is unhappy, not happy. So again, it gives you an idea for that. You can add credit for your image if you'd like, and then I simply click on Create to create that poster for my word wall. It usually doesn't take very long to see it. And we'll scroll down, and sure enough, here is our poster that we've created. So you can see we've chose that orange color here. It gives you the text, puts our picture on here, looks very nice. And if that's something that you want to save and put up for your word wall, you simply click on Save. I'm going to hit OK, and I'm going to call this unprefix. And I'm saving it as a JPEG. And I just hit save, and I like to save things to my desktop so I can find them. And sure enough, if I look out here on my desktop, I'm going to find that. Other resources, we'll just navigate back to that same page. Just kind of show you where some of the other resources are that we've put together for you on this primary focus page. So we'll scroll down just a bit. We put some sample posters up here. Here's an un poster, probably that unhappy. I'm going to go ahead and click on the refill poster using the RE prefix, so you can see that is there. We just made a few of them for the prefixes that Janet talked about and highlighted in her presentation that you can utilize on your word wall right away if you'd like, or you can make your own. The resources in this area are to the Activities Center at the Florida Center for Reading Research, and many of these are PDFs. This one here towards the bottom is a 135-page document that works on prefixes. You can see that when I click on that link, it actually downloads a document. And this is one that Janet found that she thought would be helpful to you with a number of resources for working with words. I think it's page 63 is the one specifically that goes to prefixes. And you can see it takes a little bit of time to download that particular document. You can see we just have a few seconds left. But I'll go ahead and download one just so you can kind of see how it downloads and what it's going to look like when you open it. So you can see it's 135 pages, and if you want to skip to page 63, which is where the prefixes begin, I just type 63 in this area right here. And then here's all kinds of activities that you can cut up and use. These are just kind of printed copies that you would use, and like a bingo game with prefixes and so forth. So it gives you the objectives, the materials, and the activities that you might do with those. So there's a number of those activities in this area right here. And then there's some kid-friendly word dictionaries where you could look words up that have pictures with them. We thought those might be helpful to you in this area. And then down here towards the bottom, you can see we talked about Quizlet earlier. I went ahead and set some Quizlet flashcard sets together, some with pictures, some without, dealing with prefixes. Spelling City has some sight words in there that might be helpful to you. And then one of the ideas that I wanted to share with you is something that you could do with your interactive whiteboards. I know that Fort Calhoun just recently purchased some Promethean boards, and so I wanted to show you that at Promethean Planet they have a number of activities or flip charts that you can do with prefixes. So this is one that I downloaded at Promethean Planet, and the kids would be going to the interactive whiteboard, but this is just kind of an idea to show you what do all these words have in common. So you can see the prefix dis, okay, so not like, not honest, not agree, and this just kind of shows the students the root word, okay, and then how you put something with that to form a new word. So it kind of walks through that with the students, and you could be doing these at the board with the students. So there are 7 cards to this flip chart. We'll just kind of show you what is on those. And so here they're using re to form some words. And we'll just go through all 7 of those cards just so you can see those. So that is that particular activity. And these are all downloadable at the Promethean Planet. But I went ahead and downloaded 5 of those for you so that you could get them right here at this Fort Calhoun Project Wiki space.
After completing this activity, we would again like for you to think about where it fits in the 21st Century Skills Framework, where each activity fits in Marzano's 6-step process, and where it fits with your reading goals.